Hi beautiful people, I'm back with another video, and this video is on signs that you are in a toxic relationship. Those relationships that are just not good for you, very unhealthy, and you seem like you just can't get out of it. Basically, you're stuck. You're like in a limbo with this relationship. Okay, so number one is control. If you feel like you're always being controlled in a relationship, the person is always asking you where you are, where you're going, where you've been, who were you seeing, that's not healthy. It's not healthy mentally, it's not healthy emotionally, it's just not good. Because at the end of the day, we are all adults, we are all human, we're not animals, we're not locked in the cage or anything like that. You should be able to do what you want to do freely, especially if you're not disrespecting a person. That's the other person's insecurities, basically. You should not feel like you're tied down all the time. You're not a prisoner, so you need to either just eliminate yourself from the situation or talk to that person if you really like the person or if you really care about that person, and let them know that it's just you and them. It shouldn't be any type of control. I know sometimes in the beginning of relationships, that type of feeling seems like, oh, okay, that person loves me, he always want to know where I'm at, he's feeling me. Or it could be vice versa. It could be the lady, it could be the girl who's being the controlling one in a relationship. Sometimes it feels like they really care about you, and it's cute in the beginning, but afterwards, after a while, is once those feelings start to escalate, it's not healthy. It gets worse along the way. So control is a big problem. Number two would be jealousy. Jealousy is envy, just always accusing a person of being. Okay, so they always accusing a person of their whereabouts, where they've been or where they're going. That's all about part of being jealousy and being insecure. It's something that they have to work on within themselves. That's an inner self kind of healing that they have to work on before they even get in a relationship with somebody else. And it don't have to just be. So you never want to be with somebody who's jealous, because they're going to make you feel as if you have to dim your light, dim your own confidence, just to make them feel good, just to better themselves. And you don't want to be with somebody like that. It's not healthy. Okay, another tip would be, I'm sorry, not another tip, but another form of being in a toxic relationship is manipulation. That's like power control. It's an attack on your emotional and mental well-being. When somebody tries to manipulate you, it makes you feel kind of confused. It makes you feel as if you were in the wrong, as if you did something wrong when you didn't, when it was really them. It's kind of sort of like being in a relationship with a narcissist person. And I've done a video on that before. I don't know if y'all seen it, but manipulation and a narcissist goes together. They will do everything and anything in their power to make it feel like it was your fault when you had nothing, when you didn't do anything to them. So you don't want to be, if you are aware of being in a relationship where you feel like you're controlled or any type of jealous feelings, or you just being manipulated. Okay, so run real fast if you feel like you're being tied down and controlled in a relationship. Don't even stay and deal with that type of drama. Nobody want to be tied down and controlled in that way. Okay, so another way you know you're in a toxic relationship is resentment. If you feel like you're doing so much in a relationship and the other person is not reciprocating, that's a toxic relationship, because relationships is about give and take. It's all about balance. I give, you take, I give. It's not one person just giving, and the person is taking, and you're not giving anything back. It's supposed to be a give and take type of situation. A relationship is all about balance. A relationship is supporting each other. And if one person is giving their all, and if one person is always supporting the other person, and the other person is not reciprocating, you're gonna feel some type of resentment, and that's not healthy. You're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna be annoyed. You're gonna feel drained. A lot of times when you're doing all the work in a relationship, you feel drained. You feel drained emotionally. You feel drained mentally and physically. You don't want to be the one doing all the work. So that's definitely another way you'll know that you're in a toxic relationship. So don't give all the time. Next, I have lack of trust. That is so important. Lack of trust. There's no relationship without trust. Why bother being in a relationship with somebody if you don't trust them? If you don't trust who they are as a person, first you have. It all begins with yourself. If you can't trust yourself, then you definitely don't need to be in a relationship. You can't be with somebody if you don't even trust yourself first. How are you not gonna trust yourself and then trust somebody else? It don't make any sense. But you have to be able to love yourself, trust yourself, believe in yourself before you can trust anybody else. Because when you don't trust somebody, it's making the other person feel like, okay, then what are we doing? Why am I here? If you don't believe me in my whereabouts, I may as well do what I'm getting blamed for. And that's how people really be feeling. Like, I know I felt like that when I was in relationships. Like, if you don't trust me, you need not to be with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to work out. I want to be with somebody who fully trusts me, and I fully trust them. I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt also. So lack of trust is also another one. Basically, guys, that's it. It's controlling, feelings of jealousy, manipulation, most important. You know, you're walking on eggshells all the time. They tricking you into doing something that you don't want to do. You know, there's no give and take. You're feeling resentment. Like I said, lack of trust, not supporting each other. That's so important to support each other. A lot of people who are in relationships, they don't support each other. That's another form of a toxic relationship if you're not supporting each other. If one person is doing all the supporting, they holding the other person down, or they supporting their dreams and their goals and their aspirations, and they're not giving the same reciprocation back, that's not a good feeling. You want to be with somebody who believes in you, you know? You want somebody to lift you up and make you feel good about yourself, not bring you down, talk down to you or belittle you. That's the worst feeling you could ever have. You may as well just be by yourself in a relationship. Sometimes it's best to be alone also than be in a relationship. You know that saying when people say like they in a relationship but they still feel lonely? That's the worst feeling you could ever have. You may as well just be by yourself. You may as well just be single and be happy than be in a relationship and actually feel alone. You know, so I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Take those into consideration. If you know anybody's in a toxic relationship and you see those signs, if you feel like you're in a toxic relationship and you see those signs, run fast. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, guys. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Mwah.